Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to market yourself as a motivational speaker. There's really a secret that is kind of untapped on YouTube. If you have an expertise, YouTube is the place to market yourself, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to talk to you about a few things in this video. I'm going to actually introduce the National Speakers Association. If you haven't learned about that group, I'm going to share why I'm a part of it. So then I'm really going to dive into the power of YouTube and show you what's possible, because you can really leverage YouTube to market yourself as a speaker. So I'm going to show you an example of somebody who's been a past president in the National Speakers Association. He's currently getting lots of speaking engagements on YouTube. His name is Paul Jenkins, and I'll show you exactly what we've done there. Another person I'll show you is Krohn. We've done some really amazing things on YouTube there. And then I'll talk about the quickest way that you can monetize your YouTube channel. And then I'll talk about a timeline on how you can monetize it with speaking engagements, with events, and even ad revenue. If you're not a part of the NSA, the National Speakers Association, then I certainly encourage you to take a look at it, find out where your local chapter is and when they meet, and go attend. It's a really good group. It's a group that's there dedicated to serving each other and helping boost each other's careers. So these are all coaches and speakers there learning how to grow their business and learning how to make more money as a motivational speaker. So if you're to compare it to Toastmasters is great for practice. That's more of a club. You probably have a dozen different clubs in your area, and you could just go and practice different areas and have people catch you if you're saying ums or uhs. That's not what the NSA is about. The NSA is learning the behind the scenes business on how to become a better speaker, how to promote yourself, how to work with meeting planners, really how to grow your business and make money as a motivational speaker. So you've got to check it out. Every July, the NSA has the national convention, and I highly recommend that you come to one of those as well. Now let's give you a couple examples. My hope is that by sharing these two examples, you really have a good vision of what's possible and why YouTube is such a good option for marketing your business. So Paul Jenkins, he's a positivity psychologist. In fact, he had a practice doing typical psychology work for many, many years, and he found that he really enjoyed speaking and coaching. So while he's still a licensed psychologist, he does a lot more work in the coaching and speaking space. He was actually a president of our National Speakers Association chapter for a year. Now, to give you a little bit of background, he has had a podcast for 12 years, and he's had tons of amazing guests on his podcast. But it's been really hard for him to know how to monetize that, how to really translate that into business. He did have a YouTube channel. He'd been putting miscellaneous videos there for years, and he had grown it up to 235 subscribers. And then I talked to him about really taking his channel seriously, implementing some strategies, taking his channel to 5 episodes a week, and we can talk about that in another video about why, what's the best consistency. So here we are 22 months later, and we've got 85,000 subscribers, and we're averaging 15,000 views every single day. So what does Paul do with all of this? He's actually monetizing the channel in 3 different ways. The first I've kind of mentioned, speaking engagements, right? He's getting full fee speaking engagements just because of his exposure and following on YouTube. Now, he speaks on a variety of topics. He talks a lot about positivity. He's definitely a positivity expert. He talks a lot about parenting and a lot about relationships. In fact, his YouTube channel has really gathered a lot of traction around the parenting topics on videos like how to get your kids to listen without yelling. So he and his wife created a parenting course that they sell, and they don't really sell them in the YouTube videos, but at the end of the video, he'll say, hey, if you found this video helpful, I've got a free gift for you. Go ahead and click the link below and you can get access to that. So he gives them the free gift, and that they're now on his list. They've now become a lead. He can follow up with them and sell them his parenting course. So currently, Paul's getting tons and tons of leads coming in every single month just from the YouTube traffic to his website and into his sales funnel. Now, another way that Paul's making revenue is actually AdSense. This is something that you don't want to plan on it being very significant in the very beginning. And what does very beginning mean? I mean, for the first couple of years. I don't really plan on making too much money. I've got permission from Paul to share these numbers, so I can tell you how much ad revenue this channel brings. Again, we're 22 months in, and it's bringing in, I'd say, about $1,200 per month right now. And that's not a whole lot. but it can grow. I can tell you that I've got other channels that I produce, one that I own That one's made as much as $18,000 in a single month. Another one of my clients is bringing in right now about $13,000 a month. So it can become very significant, but you typically don't get to those levels on this type of a channel for about 3 to 4 years. I'm real excited to tell you about this next example because we're having amazing success. Now this is the Kris Krohn channel. It's currently generating between $500,000 and $600,000 every single month just from the YouTube traffic. Okay, so just to set the stage, this is a really successful channel, and yet we've done it all through YouTube, just making how-to videos. Now there's a principle that I want to share with an experience that Kris had that I think will really relate to you wanting to get speaking engagements from YouTube, because it will take some time. At first, the main way that Kris wanted to monetize his channel is to get people to come to his local events here in Utah. We had built a significant amount of momentum on the channel. People were commenting and saying things like, how can I work with you? Do you coach people? Do you have anything to sell? I don't think they said those words, but how can we work with you? And Kris wanted people to come from around the country and come to Utah to attend his events. And it just wasn't happening. We maybe had 1 or 2 people in an entire year come to his events. So we had to think, okay, well, they want something, let's create something digital. And so Kris created a digital course, a video course that he could then sell to them for $1,000. We launched that course, and at the time we had about 65,000 subscribers. We launched that course, and very quickly that first month generated $100,000. And then the excitement kind of settled down. We averaged in for the next several months making about $40,000 per month, and then it just grew from there to now making between $500,000 and $600,000 a month, and it's now 2 years later. Here's the cool thing. Today, Kris is able to fill his events from YouTube traffic. People that found him on YouTube are now coming to Utah and attending his events. He put on an event recently. I don't remember the exact number. He told me it's either 250 people or 350 people in attendance, majority of which were all from YouTube. So that's pretty cool, but we're almost 5 years into this channel. For the first 2.5 years, we built the channel gradually, just 1 episode per week at most. Then, as we started to get momentum, we started increasing that up to 5 episodes per week. And 4 months later, our channel had our first spike. 2 months after that is when we launched the digital course. We had hit 65,000 subscribers. We had our first 6-figure month. Now, 2 years later, we're at a point where we're monetizing it much better, and Kris is able to fill his events. So just like filling events for Kris took time, getting speaking engagements from YouTube is going to take time. The quickest way to monetize your channel early on, we found with Kris and we found with many other channels since, is by creating a digital course. When you're creating a channel around your expertise, you're answering people's questions, they want more from you. They're going to go to your website and see if you sell something. They want to know if you have any programs or coaching or membership sites or a course that they can take. And then as you continue building your channel, you are going to get more and more speaking engagements from that. Now I'm going to explain the huge opportunity that you have on YouTube, because you are an expert. People all around the world, they're searching for your expertise. They just don't know that you exist. They don't know that you exist. They don't know how to find you. So what do? They go to Google and YouTube and they type in their questions. So I'm hoping a light just went off in your head. If not, I'll give it to you. All you have to do is make videos that answer their questions. It's as simple as that. That's what we did with Paul Jenkins. That's what we did with Kris Krohn. I currently produce 13 different channels, and that's what we're doing on every single one of them. In fact, with the Kris Krohn channel, we're now approaching 500,000 subscribers, and we're doing a variety of topics. Some of them are just miscellaneous. They're not questions that people are asking. But the first 700 videos that we created on that channel all followed this exact strategy of doing keyword research before filming, so that you can find the questions that people are asking, and then you know the exact title of your video. So you can't just make up these titles. You don't want to just title your video and guess what people are asking. You want to do keyword research. I've created another episode. I'll link to it right here. It's my leaf strategy. I go into depth in this video on how you can do the keyword research to find these questions. I actually even show you the tool that you can use that makes it really, really simple. You just type in your category and it will show you all the questions that people are asking online. So definitely watch this video next.